guys, welcome back to the Salad Diaries. I'm Charlotte, and today before I start yabbering on, please just go click the subscribe button so you can stay tuned when I do post. Okay, go click, 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 click. Okay, good. Alright, so if you're human, you probably struggle with some fears, right? Whether it's a fear of heights or a fear of a certain animal. I'm scared of birds. Sometimes our fears can be a little paralyzing. So today I'm going to be talking about my personal experiences with overcoming my fears. For me, I struggled for the longest time with worrying about what other people thought of me, but this past year, I just decided that I'm gonna kick fear in the butt and just overcome it. So I figured if I was gonna live my life so controlled by fear, I wouldn't really be living at all. So here are 3 mindsets that I've adopted in this past year that are helping me overcome my fears. The first one is that if what other people think of me isn't the truth, then it simply isn't the truth. So I used to get so caught up in trying to make other people have a good impression of me. And this was a really tiring process because I couldn't freely live out who I was and what I wanted to do, right? I had such a hard time saying no to people because I wanted to give other people a good impression of me. And honestly, this fear really held me back from doing things that I wanted to do, like make a YouTube channel. And it pushed me to do things that I didn't have the capacity or the time or energy to do in that moment. But one time I was talking to a friend / mentor, and she said that even if someone assumes something about me, if it isn't the truth, then it simply isn't the truth. I mean, duh, but hearing that really gave me so much freedom over my life. Now, every time I start to worry about what someone thinks about me, I just remember the simple truth. If what they assume about me isn't true, then it just isn't true, and I don't have to waste time trying to fix it or trying to think about it. So before I continue, please leave a comment down below on something that you are scared of. The second mindset that I adopted in this past year that helped me overcome my fears was that we can give other people permission to misunderstand us. So one thing I learned from a podcast that I listened to recently, which I'll link down below, is that true freedom is giving someone the permission to misunderstand you. I learned over time that you really just can't control what other people might think of you, so we don't have to waste time thinking about it. If we never let these fears go, then we're always going to be controlled by these fears. And I'm not going to let these thoughts roam freely in my mind when they prevent me from living freely. Not only that, but when we give other people permission to misunderstand us, it helps us practice grace. So even if Bob I always use Bob. Even if Bob misinterprets my words or actions, I can exercise grace towards him and just let it go. And another thing is that if this assumption or this misunderstanding is brought up, then you have a chance to learn how to deal with conflict and to learn how to reconcile with other people. So all in all, this is a good thing, right? And the third mindset that has helped me overcome my fears is to do it scared. Boom, boom, boom. So part of the reason why I made this YouTube channel is to help me overcome my fears of how people think of me. Like posting videos online of you talking to a camera and just like doing all of this is kind of weird and awkward, right? And honestly, every single time I post a video and I share it to my friends and family, this weird like embarrassment or fear just like creeps over me. But then I try to remind myself that, like, who cares? Who cares what people think of me? I want to do this, I'll just do it. So obviously, as you can see, I haven't fully overcome my fear yet. But one thing I learned is just to do it scared. So even if you don't have full confidence to do the thing that you're scared to do, just do it. That's how you stretch yourself, and that's how you build these muscles of fearlessness. So every single time I learn to say no to someone when I want to say no, and every single time I post a video out here just doing my thing, that's one step further towards freedom. I don't want to live forever with this fear hanging over me about what other people might think of me. I'm just gonna live my life to the fullest because God has gifted me with this life, and if I waste it by allowing fear to reign over my life, then I'm just living in vain, and that's not worth it. So I just want to encourage you to go chase after the thing that you're most scared of, and one day you'll find yourself way ahead of it, and like, you would have overcome it already. So you know how earlier I asked you to comment down below on something that you're scared of? Now I want you to comment on how you're going to overcome these fears. So there's a song that I love called the Breakup Song, and it's basically a song about breaking up with fear and not letting it have control over our lives. I really encourage you to go listen to it. I'm gonna link it down below. And yeah, so I'm done talking for today. I hope you really enjoyed this video and I hope it encouraged you to kick fear in the butt. Okay, so please click the subscribe button and give this video a like. I hope you have an awesome day today. Just know that you're loved, and bye! Snap a photo with my girl, but post a picture with her friend. I'ma lose my head, trying to find myself again, doing circles in a field.